Welcome back to another vlog. My name is SAJJAD and today I've come to Letchworth State Park. I'm standing in front of the visitor center right now. Apparently the park is pretty big. I've already got some information about the park. It's about 17 miles long. Obviously I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm going to go to the main attraction, which is on the left side here. Once I leave the parking lot of the visitor center, it should be on the left side, and about I think a quarter mile or half a mile away is the parking lot, which leads us to the mid fall, and then we make a right, go to the upper fall, and then eventually towards the lower fall. However, lower fall is closed for viewing right now. They have some issue there. They need to clear that out. I'm gonna try my best to go and see from as close as I can, but then since the park is pretty big, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and look at the most scenic locations here, because they have different scenic viewpoints along the way when you come into the park. Depends on where you come from. But if I talk about the visitor center here, when you enter the visitor center, on your left you see all kind of birds that you can find in this park. Basically it's the state park. They have a giant owl in there, but then if you go in, there is a gift shop which is on the left side of this visitor center right over there, where you can buy some magnets or just gifts or just souvenirs. Whatever you're into, you can buy from the gift center. But I think I should go towards the main attraction right now, which is the falls. So I'll just see you guys when I get to the parking lot there. So finally I've come to the inspiration point. This parking lot is called Inspiration Point, and this one leads to the mid falls, and then right behind that is obviously the high fall. I think the height of that one is about 600 feet, but I'm going to talk about all of that. But let's just go in. But one thing I've noticed while I was trying to take some good drone shots is that the lower fall, I don't think there's a point in going towards the lower fall. So I'm just going to go to the high point, the main fall, the high fall, which is about 1.5 miles from here, and then eventually it will be about 3 miles back and forth, and then I'm gonna try to capture other viewpoints of this area. So without any further ado, let's just go in. One thing I need to mention is that I thought the trail that leads to the falls will be more trail-like, but apparently we're just walking across the border of the gorge. But there is about 66 miles of trails available if anybody is interested. So that's the mid fall, this is the upper fall, middle fall, and lower fall. However, I just asked somebody, we cannot go to the lower fall, it's closed off, we can only see it from the top. So there is literally no point of going towards the lower fall. But what I'm going to do is, instead of going to the lower fall, as I've said earlier, I'm just going to go to the middle fall, upper fall, and eventually go to the other viewpoints and try to capture as much as I can before I run out of daylight. So yeah, but even from here it looks pretty amazing and beautiful. So I think over there is that's the trail I think that goes towards the lower fall. Let's just go towards the fall. So this whole area used to be called Shiga Honda, which means the Vale of Three Falls. Unfortunately I won't be able to see the third one because it's closed off, but just in case if somebody is figuring out where exactly this park is, it is about 2 hours from Niagara Falls. But they have a nice scenic view right here. So let's just go and see the falls up close. And what I'm gonna do is, the information they provided back there, I'm gonna go to each one of those falls and then talk about the history that they have back there. I think that would be the best thing to do, because if I say everything right now, I won't have anything to talk about. But what do we have here? So right here they have some information regarding the canal that used to be here, which they started building in 1837, and it took about 25 years to build and cost about $6 million in that time. But it was abandoned in 1877. But before it was abandoned, it was used to transport lumber, farm product and other material over its 124 miles length and through more than 100 locks or to distant markets. And it was abandoned because of the railroad, and I think this is the picture. So right over there the canal used to exist, but we don't see that anymore. But it says that the canal rested on the ledge of the cliff hundreds of feet above the river, linking the Allegheny River and Erie Canal. It's a good information to have and a good scenic view. But now I'm just gonna go towards the middle fall and then the upper fall, and then I'm going to talk about those two falls, and then at the same time the lower fall as well, because as I said before, I think I've mentioned that too many times that we cannot get close to the waterfall there, so there is no point. We have another viewpoint here. It looks pretty amazing. You can see the waterfall is over there, and especially right here. But let's just go from this location and see what other viewpoints we have up ahead. That's the trail I'm supposed to take to go towards the waterfall, but I just saw this obelisk here, so let's go and see why this one is here. Alright, so this one over here is for the volunteers that fought in Civil War, I guess, because 1862 to 65. And then here they have a number of members, about 1,414 people enrolled, 461 people got killed and wounded, 131 died of disease, 33 died in Confederate prisons, 130 killed or died of wounds sustained at Todd's Tavern, the heaviest loss of any cavalry regiment in any one action during the war. So I think this is just for commemorating the soldiers of Civil War, so which is pretty amazing. But as I've said before, I'm just heading towards the waterfall, for which I have to take that trail over there. Now I'm finally on that trail towards the waterfalls, so let's see how it goes. But you can see the fall from here. Damn, it's pretty deep, so hopefully I don't go on the other side. Well, I try my best, even though they have this barrier here, but let's just go. So you can see how strong the stream of the river is. It looks pretty beautiful though, it's really amazing. But you can also see the fall from here. I hope I don't drop my camera, but you can check. We are at a good height. So yeah, let's just go towards the waterfall now. So I think this is the hardest part for me, at least, because I think I'm gonna have hard time coming back up. But let's just go down the steps for now and see how we do, and then if we have time, then I can go and see the other viewpoints of this area. So you can see how strong the stream is over there. Alright, so I just found out that this trail does not actually lead towards the waterfall, but we can go close to the stream over there, the river stream, and then I would have to come back up and go across the bridge right there, and then basically get close to the waterfall. So I'm heading down right now. So finally I'm back up. I almost slipped actually by the stream, but luckily I made it. So time to go on the other side of this bridge. So finally I'm on the other side of the bridge, and it looks really beautiful from here. I finally came across the bridge. I almost slipped right over there somewhere, so I cannot pinpoint the exact location, but it was somewhere right there. But let's just take this view in and head towards the waterfall, and hopefully it's as beautiful as advertised. So let's see. So they have a viewpoint at every corner of this park. So at this rate, I don't think I'll be able to go on the other side of the park and see the other viewpoints, but I'm gonna try to capture as much as possible. I'm almost by the middle fall. I'm gonna go there and then talk about the history of that portion, and then or history or information about that portion, and then I'll go towards the upper fall and talk about that as well. Even though I'm at a good distance from the waterfall, I can still feel the mist on my face. Let's just see what we have over here. It looks amazing, so let's just go towards the waterfall. Alright, so I just sat right over here because I don't think it's wise to go close to the waterfall and talk close to the noise of the water falling. So I'm going to talk about the information I got back at the entrance of the trail. So let's just get straight into it. So according to the information they have up at the front of the, basically up by the parking lot, it says that this is the middle fall, the largest of the three falls. The middle fall is 107 feet high, 287 feet wide. It has changed very little since Letchworth time because of its many hard resistant sandstone. The Senecas believe that the great beauty of SAJJAD, the middle falls, inspired the sun to stop at midday in admiration. So Sakagadi means the middle fall. So the information is pretty amazing. Obviously, I could have said this whole thing in the beginning of the trail, but then it wouldn't have made sense to come and sit here and blabber about the fall. So I guess I'm just gonna observe this for a bit and then head to the upper fall, and then I'm gonna try to leave the area before I lose the sunlight, so I can capture other amazing viewpoints of this park to the best of my ability. So I'll see you guys when I get close to the upper fall, which is literally over there. So it was a bit chilly today, but after watching the waterfall from up close, my clothes are completely drenched now and I'm feeling more cold. So I'm just gonna head straight to the waterfall right there. I'm not so far from the upper waterfall, and then go back to my car and change because I don't want to get sick. But just in case if somebody does not want to walk all these miles, they can literally just park in this parking lot, and this will be basically right in the center of both upper and the middle waterfall. But where I start from, that's the actual start point for this trail. But you have the option of skipping the trail and coming straight to the actual viewpoints or the actual waterfalls. So I guess this is the right location to talk about the upper waterfall as well as the lower waterfall, which I'm not gonna go because I've explained that already multiple times at this point. Let me just take a seat. Obviously I'm tired, so let's just get into the information I received at the initial point of the trail. According to that, at 70 feet high, the upper waterfall or the upper falls is a deep horseshoe shape. The top of the falls is part of the strata named Nanda sandstone. Similar stone, known locally as Portage bluestone, was acquired south of Portageville. In low water, you may notice concrete crest which was placed in 1878 to slow erosion. So apparently there is some concrete at the bottom of the waterfall there because they wanted to stop the erosion. But let's just get into the information about the lower waterfall since I'm not going there. They just said that the lower part of the waterfall basically erode quickly. That's why it formed multiple waterfalls. So unfortunately, I won't be able to go and see that. So before heading back to my car, I'm heading upstairs to see the upper view of the waterfall. So I came back from the top because it was really noisy up there, so I didn't want to end the video over there because I don't think I can go to the other viewpoints and show you guys the gorge. But I definitely would have to come back here because they have the hot air balloon ride, the horseback ride over here. So there are other activities that you can do at the Grand Canyon of the East. As I've said earlier, this is the Grand Canyon of the East. It's Letchworth State Park. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. I've captured the scenic views to the best of my ability and tried to document everything to the best of my knowledge. And I hope you guys learned something as well as enjoyed the video, as well as cherished the scenic view that we have in our state parks. This is just one of those state parks which are more beautiful. I would say, after Adirondacks, this is the second one I like the most. It's up to you guys now. Do let me know in the comment section how you guys liked it. Unfortunately, it's almost 4:30. I don't want to be out in the dark. I would like to leave the area before it gets dark because I would have to go back to New Jersey. So do let me know in the comment section how do you like the video, and if you liked it, make sure you like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and I see you guys in my next vlog. Until then, take care. Thank you very much.